Welcome, our wonderful viewers and great Nigerians. We're back again today. I am happy you're there watching Living Television. Today we are on your favorite program, Nigeria Today. Nigeria Today comes to you from the stable of the Living Television, where we discuss current affairs. And today is no exception. I have your wonderful analyst who you always love to listen to. Having said that, today the Labour Party said the recent conduct of INEC had done incalculable damage to the trust Nigerians once had in the Commission's promise to lead the people's vote count. Away from that, some civil society organizations, CSOs, under the aegis of Democratic Protection Coalition, DPC, yesterday called on the board of the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, to suspend the Commission's chairman, Professor Yakubu Mahmoud. Then the group also warned that if such steps are not taken, they will be disappointing the Nigerian society. Naira gained further on Thursday as it exchanged at 461 Naira. These and many more will be coming your way. And today, on this discourse, we have from my far left, Comrade Nnamdi Elekwachi. Comrade Nnamdi Elekwachi is a historian, not just a historian, he's a political affairs analyst, and is a man who deals with dates and numbers. Comrade, welcome to the program.
Thank you for having me and for welcoming me. Good day, viewers.
For him, I have Barrister Chukwuemeka Wogu. Barrister Chukwuemeka Wogu is a practicing lawyer. He's also a security consultant, and above all, he is a public affairs analyst. Barrister, welcome to the program.
Thank you, moderator, and good day, viewers.
All right, today, the Labour Party said the recent conduct of INEC had done incalculable damage to the trust Nigerians once had in the Commission's promise to lead the people's vote count. And they said this is the worst thing that will ever happen to this country if nothing is done to call it back. Comrade, I want to start with you today. That is the position of the Labour Party.
Yes, that is the position of the Labour Party, but to an extent it captures the mood of the nation, especially the young ones. Yes, it captures the mood of the nation, the young ones, their aspirations and their feelings, what actually made them mobilize in their numbers. You know, like I said before, we had an unheard of mobilization, especially the young ones, that for the first time in the history of this country, the first time voters made up to 39%, you understand, on the registered voters. And that speaks to something. Many of them, or a majority of them, came back from their campuses just to collect their PVCs. And at the same time, made sure they braved the odds, including inclement weather, the rain, the sun, and be on the queue to make sure they cast their votes. But at the end of the day, we had a disputed outcome or results where people or parties did not follow the democratic tenets of the Nigerian state as enshrined in our constitution. And then I think that leaves INEC with a lot of ground to cover. The confidence gap is widening, and INEC has a lot to do in terms of bridging and narrowing it. Because if you look at it, you see that if you had voted for the first time, and then not that you expect a particular candidate to win, but there was a widespread systemic corruption, irregularity that marred the polls. In fact, you know, it is always in the mind of Nigerians to chicken out. You always want to feel, oh, this person is about me. And again, before this election, INEC tried to lift the confidence of Nigerians, including the young ones, like the Labour Party chairman said. INEC said many times that this election, your votes was going to count and it was going to be transparent. They were going to use BVAS. The BVAS was test-run. BVAS was put to the test. In fact, it met satisfactory requirements of various society groups and then other stakeholders. But unfortunately, what happened during the polls, the BVAS failed. Not only that the BVAS failed, the IRF failed, and many other issues, including in some places ink running out, or let me say ink drying up, pens not being available, and other materials. So I think we may not see the number we saw on the 25th of February during the governor's position, and that is why society organizations, even the commission itself, needs to do a lot of mobilization.
All right, yeah.
And awareness.
Thank you. Council, you had that too, and talking about damaging the trust, Nigerians, INEC being the umpire, and then they are talking about damaging the trust reposed on them. And not just about damaging the trust, that if nothing is done to redress this, it is going to spell danger in the Nigerian community.
Well, for those of us who saw democracy or the attempt at democracy from the 70s up till now, you would realize that it has taken a long while, from about 1979, when personally I witnessed the first general elections, even though I wasn't a voter by then, but I had come of some age. I was already in school and I knew what was happening. The attempt made to ensure that the Nigerian populace had some confidence in the electoral process. By about 1983, the present Oga Chief Driver and his cohorts then truncated democracy, destroyed it as it were, and sent us spiraling back to the dungeons of ignorance from whence the nation was coming as far as election was concerned. We tried again sometime in the 1993, about that, when you had guided democracy. The military wanted a situation where military and civilians would coexist. Babangida tried his own, and so on and so forth. Again, it was destroyed. Even when Abiola had the best result acclaimed, the electoral system, the electoral institution, the umpire, truncated it. I'm sorry to be delving into your area. You are the historian, so but let me use it to come up to what. So a lot of people continue to exhibit apathy. That's the point being made. And each time they'll say, what am I bothering about? And then it continued severally up till 1999, when we again tried. Then it was being referred to as nascent democracy. It is no more nascent.
Yes.
Up till the present time, a lot of people would each time refuse to vote, even if they bother to register. But by last year, there was that swept across the country that now culminated in us having a lot of first-time voters, youngsters registering. And by last February 25, we had them turning out. Our good friend Comrade has given us the percentage at 39, which is not a small figure. In other climes, first-time voters will register maybe 5-10%. But here in Nigeria, well, 39 is about 40%.
Yes, on approximation.
Yes, and that is the figure which, sadly, INEC has destroyed their confidence with just one, I wouldn't want to call it carelessness, but deliberate mischief. INEC has destroyed this confidence that has taken how many decades to build, and then see where many of them have already said Sure, we been the talk am now. Una no green, yes, and we are not coming out to vote again. So you've seen it on net. Many are breaking their PVCs and saying, "Don't call us again. Don't even get us involved." So, all in all, no matter how you look at it, we know that for the next election for governorship and State House of Assembly, you are not going to witness the same turnout, no matter what you do. Because those people who broke their PVCs, for example, will not come out to even try anything. Then the ones that even have their PVC, whose psyche has been damaged as a result of the rape on democracy perpetrated by INEC last 2 Saturdays. It's so shameful. It's so shameful.
Okay, on that same note, some civil society organizations, the CSOs, under the aegis of Democratic Protection Coalition, DPC, yesterday called on the Board of Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, to suspend the commission's chairman, Yakubu Mahmoud, for the conduct of the presidential and National Assembly elections. It also urged INEC to listen to the